Hi people, welcome back to the channel. It's Eugene Talks Football. Match reaction, Arsenal 1, Brighton 1. Listen people, I'm seething. I'm seething right now. I'm fuming. This is the Premier League. In the Premier League, little details. These little details matter a lot. I don't want to begin this video with uh, the mood I'm in right now because I'm fuming with the outcome of the game. Off the back of a very interesting transfer window, and it's match week 3 in the Premier League at the Emirates, Arsenal versus Brighton. A game, if you want to win the title, I repeat, I've always been saying this. I've always been talking about this. If you are a team that wants to win the title or a team that wants to challenge City for the title, little details matter. Little details matter. When are we going to address this moment of madness, for crying out loud? These little mistakes. A game that was meant to be a three-pointer, 3 points for Arsenal. We were supposed to coast home with this game ordinarily. I don't even want to talk about the referee. We're going to get into that. All right? But we've got to look at ourselves as a team. Discipline. Discipline matters a lot. We go into the game, first game of match week 3, early kickoff, 12:30. These sort of games, you've got to be careful. Because you have limited time to prepare for match day. It's a 12:30 kick-off. You don't really have enough time when you wake up in the morning. You've got to have a team talk with the manager. You've got to be ready for that game. And just moments of madness. Okay, let's get straight into it. The game started at 12:30. The lineup of David Raya in goal, the back four of Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and of course Jurriën Timber. Solid setup in defense, and the midfield trio of Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, and Leandro Trossard. And in attack, of course, no doubt, Havertz up front, Trossard on the left. As a matter of fact, his celebration in the game against Aston Villa paid off. So he started ahead of Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. On the right wing, this is the team I was meant to get the 3 points against Brighton. Rightly so, we got into the game. Although the first half wasn't really impressive at all. We weren't the typical Arsenal, albeit Brighton came with a game plan exactly. And I said this previously, teams have learned Arsenal in a bit, so that they soak up the midfield, in order to keep Odegaard out of games. We saw the game today again. They did the same thing. They tried to mark Odegaard out of the game. Baleba and until he got injured, James Milner in the first half, they were sitting right deep in the midfield, and that is what teams do these days, And they just try to cancel out Odegaard, the chief orchestrator in Arsenal's midfield. And it was paying off for them large parts of the game. And it was a bit of a stop and start game, tactics by the manager, But you just know that Arsenal are going to find a way. And in the 38th minute, a loose ball, which Lewis Dunk couldn't deal with properly, met Bukayo Saka, which he laid across to Kai Havertz, and he dinged the goalkeeper for the first goal. 1-0 Arsenal first half. Coasting home, brimming with confidence. Emirates Stadium was buzzing. It was not a fantastic game of football, but we were in front at the break. I don't want to talk about the referee now. I just want to focus on Arsenal. It is expected that when you go 1-0 up at the break, team talk by the manager. Now we've got to manage this game. Now we know what tactics Brighton have come with. Now this is the time to manage the game bit by bit, and try to see out the game. If we can manage to score one more goal, two more, Brighton didn't have threat at all in front of our goal. In the first half, I don't think Brighton had a shot on target. They didn't have a single shot on target. They were struggling to get a hold of the ball. If you look at the first half, from the defense line, to the midfield, there were no, there isn't any single Brighton player. They were sitting so deep in the midfield in order to cancel out Martin Odegaard. So the trio of Ben White, Saliba, and Gabriel have enough space to pass the ball around, but for Thomas Partey to do something with the ball, proves a little bit difficult because of the overload in midfield. You understand what I'm saying? But Ben White, when he gets the ball, he manages to cross the ball across to Trossard, and also cross the ball across to Bukayo Saka. And these were the little spaces we tried to exploit in the first half. Although we have little half chances in the first half, which we couldn't convert, But these players can be forgiven due to Brighton's tactical plan coming to this game. But luckily, we're 1-0 up into the break. Coming back to the second half, a moment of madness from Declan Rice. Deep into the Brighton half, just by the corner flag, the right-hand side of the goalkeeper, just by the corner flag, Declan Rice had possession of the ball, and he managed to foul Veltman, Brighton's right back, and Veltman, in a bid to quickly pass the ball, and Declan Rice, at that moment, you are on a yellow card. You are on a yellow card. You should have this mentality to walk away from the ball. So in a bid to get some time away from the ball, and Veltman was about to play the resulting free kick, and Declan Rice kicked the ball out of play into across the line, and in a bid for Veltman to play the ball, he kicked Declan Rice's leg, and that's a foul. That's a foul for Declan Rice, a player that is on a yellow card, and he got sent off. He gets sent off in the 50th minute or so, or thereabout. It's just 5 minutes into the second half, and he gets himself booked. In that situation, what do you think as an Arsenal fan? It's really disappointing. A player in the mode of Declan Rice should know how to manage a game, of that magnitude. This is Brighton we're talking about. They have a 100% record after 2 games, So he gets sent off, and with 10 men. You know how difficult it is to play with 10 men just at the beginning of the second half of a game. So we tried to manage the game, but it wasn't easy, as Brighton they keep coming at us. What else do you expect? They keep coming at us and trying to get a goal. Big up to David Raya, managed to make some saves, but just Brighton managed to level score, a through pass from Lewis Dunk, and Saliba and Gabriel were distance apart. Between Minte was in between Saliba and Gabriel, and the space was just too much. Lewis Dunk managed to lay the pass across to Minte, who was very free, because the distance between Gabriel and Saliba was a very large one. But before they closed him down, he took the shot, which was well blocked by David Raya. But the rebound met Joao Pedro, which put in the back of the net 1-1, and it was still early in the game at about the 6th. That was 7 minutes after Declan Rice's red card, and it's 1-1. You would expect us to have a long day after Brighton leveled scores, although we managed to see off the game to 1-1, but it was a very long day for Arsenal, with the introduction of Calafiori, Martinelli, and so Arsenal tried to see off the game, and Zinchenko came on late in the game, as there were concerns for Jurrien Timber. He was holding his hamstring. Let's just hope he comes back fit for the game against Tottenham after the international break. So the game ends 1-1, Arsenal 1, Brighton 1, a disappointing result. A very disappointing result. Now, let's talk about the mistakes we have made. Now, the thing is, how long do we continue with these mistakes? These little details. I just hope we don't come back to this game in May to say this was where we lost the league title. Because these little details matter a lot. And now I have to be honest, the referee was really biased. I can't take that away. As much as I have to look at my team, but I can't take away the fact that the referee was completely biased. In a situation like that, it's the discretion. The action wasn't called to VAR. VAR did not intervene in that situation, Declan Rice situation where he got the red card. Now it is down to the referee to call Veltman and Declan Rice to order. Speak to these guys. Now, you know the law. I'm in charge here. You don't do that next time. Because Veltman got a yellow card as well, alongside Declan Rice, which he got a second yellow card. That was what sent him off out of the game. So the referee was a little bit too harsh, in my opinion. I don't know what you think. The referee was a little bit harsh. Call these players to order. Now, this is your last chance. You're on a yellow card. I don't want to send you off early in the second half. You must be careful next time. And that's it. Let the game continue. But I don't even want to talk too much about the referee. We must look at ourselves. We are fighting for the title against a juggernaut in City. We don't need these mistakes. We don't need to let our heads down. We don't need to do these things. We don't need to do these things. And at the end of the day, at the end of the season, some section of fans will be calling for the manager's head. And that is what I don't really like at all. So we need to look at these things. They matter a lot if we actually want to win the title. I'm seething. I'm really seething right now. I'm fuming. These little details, these marginal details matter a lot in a league title. This is 2 points dropped. You can say that at the end of the game, it's 1 point gained. But we put ourselves in that situation. So I don't know. I just don't know. We are supposed to get 3 points from this game. 3 points was there for the taking. But that mentality, the little details matter a lot. I beg your pardon. So, and it cost us the game today, but we managed to draw the game, which is good. But I'm seething right now. I'm fuming. I have to express myself right now. We need to do better. We just can't keep repeating the same mistakes all the time. So that's the video there, people. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, it's 7 points. I don't know where we go from here. It's the international break. I don't know. So let's see what happens against Tottenham after the international break. I don't know the extent of Eugene Timber's injury at the moment. I don't know if Arsenal is going to appeal Declan Rice's red card. I don't know. But we'll see. But that's the video there, people. It's disappointing. 1-1. We're on 7 points after match week 3. Disappointing. But we move. That's the video there. Please don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to Eugene Talks Football. Leave your comments there down. And let me know what you think in the comments, people. See you again in a bit.